Hello, my friends. I'm Erik, and today we are watching episode 5 of season 1 of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. So, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in this one. Uh, the show is kind of really exceeding my expectations, and I'm so happy about that. Because, often this has a lot to live up to. And often with adaptations, like some are just cash grabs, and like I get that Amazon wants a fantasy epic. They want something to compete with, for instance, like uh, now I'm drawing a blank just because of that, but like the HBO, the Game of Thrones, and like they want they want a grand fantasy epic. And this definitely will deliver on that if they get to do what they want to do, or what I think they want to do. And like it could have easily been just no good at all, but it's not. I'm really happy with it so far, and I'm happy with the comments. The comments have been really nice. There's been some like what's the word? I've learned, shall we say, at least from the comments. For instance, someone pointed out to me that the king in Numenor, that he's sick, is kind of a big deal. Like, because I was like, well, he's getting old, you know. But someone pointed out that like, well, they don't really get sick. It's part of like the whole blessing they received from the Valar. I mean, we know that they live to be very old. For instance, Aragorn is part Numenorian, like he's Dunedain, or however the heck you're supposed to pronounce it, and he's like 80 or something. When the Lord of the Rings movies happens, like when Lord of the Rings happens, he's like in his 80s. And what's her name in Rohan? She comments on that, like that when Aragorn comments that he is like that he rode to battle with her grandpa, and she's like, but but that was long ago. You can't be that old. And he's like, you have no idea, girl. um, so we know they grow to be like old. I don't know how old, but really old. And also apparently they don't really get sick or anything to that effect. So the fact that he is getting sick is an indication that the blessing of the Valar is fading, for instance. So like if he's out and about and people see that he's sick, then it would cause like mass panic, because like, wait, we're not supposed to get sick. What the heck's going on here? So yeah, there's that. That was a really good comment. I've also seen suggestions like there. I think that there's a huge mystery here. I mean, we know that there's a huge mystery here. Like, and I thought it was like surrounding Adar on one side and the mysterious stranger that's with Nori. I thought that those two were the big mysterious individuals. But someone pointed out to me Halbrand. He might be suspicious. He might be fishy. Like, and that person thought that Halbrand might be Sauron in disguise. I don't think that's the case. But I mean, we know that he's more than, like, he says he's just like a nobody. And Galadriel knows that he's like heir to the Southland throne or something to that effect. Like, he is a big deal, a king in exile, functionally. But yeah, I mean, there's more to him. I just don't know what it is. I don't think it's sinister. I don't think it is. He might. I don't know, man. I'm wondering if they're gonna take like how great, like how much liberty they're gonna take with the source material, because like we're forging the rings, and like the humans fell to corruption, but that's gonna take a long time before we get to that point in the story. And if he's one of them, like, but could he be? Because like technically the Witch King of Angmar, like he's from way up north. I think so, at least. I think that the that kingdom was somewhere in the northwest or something. So like it can't be a Southland king who is the leader of the ring wraiths. Who knows? Let's find out what happens next. If you want this uncut and early, then check the Patreon link in the description down below. But with that, let's get into episode 5 of season 1 of The Rings of Power. So this is episode 5. After this, there's only 3 left, like, because there's going to be 8 right in the season. I think I've seen that. I'm so curious to see where this goes, man. Because I know what awaits us at the end, and I can figure out some of the stops along the way, but like the journey to get there, I have no idea. Because like the Silmarillion, and it's been ages since I read it, I don't think it really concerns itself with this period of time. This is Nori, right? Yeah.
Great. Migrate, Tom.
No, migration.
Oh, he speaks now. That's great progress.
And at the first brush of the oak leaves, we head to the grove. So the only trouble is there's 100 perils between here and there.
But he'll defend you from one of it. That's like when his identity will be revealed or something, like when he acts on instincts and performs some awesome feat of power.
I'm peril.
Are you now?
No, you're not.
Oh,
it's
fireflies.
No.
It's just an accident. You're not a peril.
I think he might be, actually. You know? It's, I don't know.
Oh, right. Others should be ready by now.
It's gotta be Gandalf, right? I mean, it's rough to have Gandalf here because of like the legendary performance in the movies, but like, he gives Gandalf vibes.
I have to look up my ears while you're at it and save me listening to your snoring.
Oh, stuff I...
It would also explain his affection, his long-lasting affection for hobbits, because these are basically hobbits, you know? I think someone said that these are like they're supposed to turn into hobbits eventually, these people.
I trade all I've
Wow, what a view.
for the unknown ahead.
Gorgeous.
Of drink I have a little, and food I have less.
This is a very pretty song. I hope this song does well. Like, I hope it goes viral. Yeah. Gazing to the heavens, where he's from. What? Are we back here? Where he landed? Elves? No? Who are these people, I wonder? I mean, not elves, because they didn't have pointy ears. And they also had on the, like, that plate, weird eyes, by the way, but on that plate was the symbol, the star sign that the stranger indicated in with the fireflies and so on. It makes sense for this guy to be Sauron. You see, his armor is like rusted, and he's like the flies, decay and corruption and so on, and he's like scarred, and he's a wreck in general. That tracks, because Sauron is corrupt, you know?
Summon the legions. It is time.
The only downside is, like, if I'm correct and the mysterious stranger is Gandalf and this Adar is Sauron, then that's very obvious, you know? Not that I mind things being obvious. It's just that, like, that's a bit too obvious, maybe. Because, I don't care if things are easily spotted. I care if they're well done.
Our enemy vows to attack.
Indeed he does.
Exchange for mercy. We have been ordered to abandon this tower and swear fealty to their commander.
See, if it was just one of those things, it could be okay. Like, abandon the tower, yeah, sure, okay, we'll run away. But swearing fealty, that's taking it too far.
Who among you will stand and fight?
Stand and fight?
Shut up, you traitor ass.
Fight!
Be quiet, Waldreg.
To take our chances bowing to the supposed enemy.
I have looked at
You
enemy in the
jerk.
eye. Is not your deliverance.
You think you are? Elf!
Yes, we get it, you racist.
Say this.
Together we can survive this.
Follow me!
Yeah, but you have someone in your midst sowing division and dissension.
Follow me!
Freaking snake, man.
It's our time. Come with me, comrade.
Wonder if Theo's gonna go. Is he? Like, he kind of needs to, because I don't want him to stay here with that hilt and so on, you know? Like, he feels like a bit of a sleeper cell. The sets and backgrounds are so gorgeous all of the freaking time, but I'm sure you're tired of hearing me say that.
Why wasn't I chosen for the expedition?
But we've far more volunteers than we could ever hope to accommodate.
Haha, yeah, good excuse.
Slip me to the front of the line.
What are your qualifications?
Qualifications?
Do you belong to the Sea Guard?
You know I'm twice the sailor.
Do you belong to the Sea Guard? What about the Queen's Guard?
Good lord, man.
Skills.
This is about you.
What's this? The consequences of my actions?
I'm ready to serve. Nothing would make me proud.
In the way you want, I guess. I don't know.
But you had your chance.
Them's the break, Isildur.
Why didn't he stop this?
He's loyal to her, rightly or
Wrongly.
Oh, really? You're gonna... No.
When I speak, his ears close up.
So speak louder.
There is, yeah, dissension among the ranks all over the friggin' place.
Southlander, your visitors.
Visitors? Who might they be? Oh, there's a lot of them. Like Galadriel would be one, yeah.
The south, I should think. Towards the watchtower of Ostith.
That is correct. They are heading there.
My thanks, Lord Halbrand. I'm certain your fellowship will prove just as invaluable once we make landfall.
You're being shanghaied.
Galadriel informed us of your aspiration to unite your people.
Oh, Galadriel, you dick.
I have no doubt, come time, he will do his part.
Yeah, you'll make sure of that.
Staked my name upon it. I should hope
Old people, man. I think they always know best.
You use me.
I have just convinced Numenor to send 5 ships and 500 men to aid your people.
That's not a lot,
Place a
though.
crown upon- Many might assume you used me.
Yeah, but that's a lie. Very clearly.
Find another head to crown.
I'm sure you'll do your part, Halbrand, eventually. It might take a while to get you there, but you'll fulfill your destiny or whatever. Ooh, wolves. They have to come back, you know. We saw a hint of them. They're gonna use them eventually.
He's responsible, isn't he? The big fella.
What precisely do you expect me to do about it?
What you ought to have done at the camp. Take their wheels and leave them.
Murder? That's too much. That did not sound like a wolf. Jesus, that spooked me a little. That was a surprise. It's been years since a jump scare got to me. Hey, hey, big guy. Get wrecked. But of course Mal was gonna see this as like, he's dangerous. He's unnatural. And so on. And here, this was too early for this to have this sort of effect I would have wanted it to have, though.
Come at me. We will see who can score flesh.
Oh, really?
Anyone that does, I will promote.
That was just one-on-one. In that case, I'm not really concerned for Galadriel's sake. Fortunately, it's just single-edged. Oh, here's Isildur's chance to get in on the ground floor. Dad said he would promote anyone who managed to hit her to lieutenant. And there's one sword. That's no one's grabbing at the moment. Isildur's gonna go and get it.
Well done, Lieutenant.
Come on, Isildur. Or no, Halbrand. Ah, come on, guys. You're all disappointing me right now.
Sometimes the folly of youth is enough to make an old man weep.
Indeed.
Is it folly to try and stop a war?
It's folly to kick against the current.
I don't know.
You see, the tide may rise.
I mean, stopping a war.
Fall and sweep him up.
If you can stop a war, that's what they're trying to do with going with the boats.
My father would sooner die than take orders from an elf.
Leave. It's time for some real talk.
When all this is ended, elves will take orders from us. My cousin can go to war for
Don't think so, dude.
I go to war for...
Soon we will save the low men of Middle-earth, lift them up, and give them the king they've long awaited. A king who will be forever in our debt. I wouldn't dare stop that, not for all the salt in the sea. And neither should you.
But there's a girl involved, so he's not gonna act rationally.
We're restoring our connection with the elves. I'm going to Middle-earth.
Don't go to Middle-earth. All that awaits you there.
This awfulness. Death and ruin.
Darkness.
Or darkness.
Can you believe it? Everyone's talking about what you did.
I'm sure that they are, and I don't think that's a good thing.
Hey.
Not good. Hey, that's good. At least she landed softly. No, now she's scared. It's unfortunate. Dude's waking up to his powers. He was slightly discombobulated when he landed, but he's slowly putting himself back together.
Before our wines ascend,
Oh.
Lord Durin, I should like to commend you. Khazad-dûm has been called...
We're hanging out with Gil-galad.
Bit southern for elves, no? Typically takes you people weeks just to decide to take a ship.
If I may.
Great interruption, Eldron. Right at the correct time. Very diplomatic.
Would think our dwarven friend far too stout of heart to be offended by an honest inquiry.
No, you're snooping, dude.
From where did you procure the table?
We consider each to be a precious gift.
It's stolen.
Monuments or tombs to our honored dead.
Are you grave robbers now, Mr. Elf?
We shall have to send it home with you, so it can be treated with the proper respect.
But where did you get it? You didn't answer that.
Your Grace.
To the union of our two peoples, then. To the union.
I like how the two people at the head and foot of the table, Elrond and Gil-galad and Durin, are like, they're having the real conversation, and the others are just like, yeah, let's be friends. Just like trying to maintain the illusion.
Does it justify lying to your king?
I wonder, High King, if it is in fact you who has been lying to me.
Nah, nice clap back, Elrond, because he has, I'm sure. Or we know he has.
As pure and light, as good, as strong and unyielding as evil. They say it seeped down the roots into the mountain depths, where for centuries now...
Oh, is that supposed to be Mithril?
Then you admit that dwarves did find it, the ore containing the light of the lost Silmaril.
I admit only this.
I promised Durin never to reveal his people's secrets.
Is this the reason for the Great Schism? Maybe? Because, you know, I remember from the first Lord of the Rings movie, because it's the movies that are freshest in my mind, Gimli going on about how to never trust an elf. Maybe because of Elrond and Durin.
The blight upon this tree is but an outer manifestation of an inner reality.
Yeah, corruption.
Our light is fading. Did the dwarves find the ore or not?
You can't, Elrond, you can't.
Swore an oath to Durin.
Thank you. But you're kind of saying a lot by saying that. Because, like, think for yourself. If you say, no, I can't tell you if they find it or not because I swore an oath. If they didn't find it, that wouldn't be a big deal.
It will be the end, not just of our people, but all peoples.
I think you're overestimating Sauron a bit.
That is not reason enough to make you reconsider your oath. I suggest you find another.
Well, he's told you all you need to know. You don't need him to break his oath. I mean, you cannot be this stupid, Gil-galad.
You're only apologizing because you think, now that I've been promoted, I can get you on the expedition.
I think you're right on the money, dude.
Can you?
Here we go.
What'll it take to make this right? Fine, you get a free hit. Jaw.
Oh, now you're talking my language, buddy.
Actually, that felt like 3.
Buddies.
I can't in good conscience state my name recommending you for a duty that you might well decide.
It will be different this time.
That's what they always say. It'll be different this time. You have to prove yourself first, Isildur.
I'll take care of Beric for you, I promise.
Beric's coming?
Yeah, you're bringing the horse? What the heck?
Horse master recruited him. Sorry, Isil. The sea is always right.
This is kind of a stupid saying. The sea just is. It's not right or wrong. It just is. I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know. I've said that before. Because it is right, because you can't argue with it. You can't, like, make it change its mind. It just is. So, technically it is right, because you have to adapt according to it. But, like, that doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't have morals. No. He was gonna torch the boats, but now he's skeptical when it means arson, when it means murder.
Stowing away?
Yeah, you should stop that.
Are you about to burn the boat? Get out.
Yes, he is. Oh, is Isildur gonna be blamed for this and then be banished? Okay. I mean, it's still gonna be 5 ships, right? That's just... Oh no, is it spreading to the other boats? I think so. At least one other. Here would be a great...
A cost must have gone up.
God damn it, dude. I'm so disappointed right now. This would have been a great opportunity for honesty, for truth. Like, I was stowing away. Yeah, my bad, I was screwed up. I shouldn't have done that. I was stowing away to try to come along, and this dude was trying to torch the boats.
I recommend we delay the voyage until we've had time enough to win more hearts to your cause.
Our enemy grows stronger every day. Perhaps every hour we hesitate.
Yeah, you're running out of time.
We still have 3 ships. And your father's blessing.
No, you don't. You don't have that. But Muriel is not gonna accept that.
He awaits our departure.
I'm sure he does.
There is so much lying going on right now. It's crazy.
It is our only salvation.
Vast quantities of it, quickly. Enough to saturate every last elf in the light of the Valar once more.
Oh, you want to consume it?
And yes. Yes.
This is so selfish.
Very well.
Crazy. Yes, we have to restore the elves. Screw Middle Earth. Like, we're what's important, because if we're not here, then the Middle Earth is might as well, like, screw it, you know?
Your voice at that meeting may well decide whether this mission stands or falls. Help me.
I think I've helped you quite enough.
And together let us fight them.
Not so long ago, men like me were fighting alongside.
Why are you so butthurt over this, Halbrand?
Self.
You're wrong.
Sometimes to find the light, we must first touch the darkness.
What do you know of darkness?
Probably a great deal. It's been her like entire life, or most of it.
You're asking me to go to the one place that I swore never to return. The least you can do is tell me why. Why do you keep fighting?
Because I cannot stop.
I believe that.
The company I led mutinied against me. My closest friend conspired with the king to exile me.
And still she can't stop.
There is no peace to be found for you here. And nor for me. No lasting peace in any path, but that which lies across the sea.
Yeah.
I have fought
I
for
think
centuries seeking to
this is a very convincing speech.
Lift us up from the muck and the filth.
You think you'll do that? Rightful place? Oh, dude. You think way too much of yourself.
I pledge my loyalty to Sauron.
See, now I'm skeptical again because this feels so obvious.
You are Sauron, are you not?
See? I don't know.
Only blood can bind.
Waldrick.
Time to prove yourself, Waldrick.
Waldrick.
Waldrick, no.
Waldrick, yes. And then cuts away again.
All my life your kind has watched us, counting every whisper. Every kitchen knife too sharp.
You are way too butthurt, Theo.
I've come to know the voices and the hands of those behind them.
Half of us just left.
Yeah, and half stayed. Half wanted to take the easy way out. Feels like Theo is going to be one of the like most important characters in this show come like in a couple of seasons.
There's something you don't know.
I cannot believe he told Arondir. Like, this feels like more confirmation that he's going to be important in the future. But at the same time, like, if this means like he's surrendering his position of importance, kind of.
There's a way.
There is one.
No! Bow to the enemy, and you take away everything.
There must be another way.
Name it. I beg you.
Running? Have you tried running?
You were right to watch us. Because we are destined for the darkness.
Oh, don't be that way.
Look around. It's over.
Not yet.
Soon enough. And when they march upon us, this tower will fall.
Yeah, so why stay? You know? Yeah, this song's a vibe. Maybe it's too late to run, actually. They're very close. Oh, he's full of shit. Durin is lying.
You made it up, didn't you?
Yeah, he did.
Lisa's been wanting a new table for years, so why don't you come out with it?
Because a burden shared may either be halved or doubled, depending on the heart that receives it.
Oh, foul his beard!
Speak plainly. Say that your suspicions were correct, Durin.
I did not know it, but I came for Mithril.
Why?
Without it,
This is
my
you're doing
kind
this.
must either abandon.
You're doing this wrong, Elrond. I feel, at least.
Perish. How?
Our immortal souls will dwindle into nothing, slowly diminishing until we are but shadows,
Or immortal.
swept away by the tides of time.
It would be a good change for elves to become mortal, I think. It gives them would give them a sense of urgency.
So the fate of the entire elven race is in my hands.
I have faith in you, Durin. But that's just what they're telling you, Elrond. You don't know if that's actually true.
The fate of the entire elven race is in your hands.
Whose hands?
He's enjoying this quite a bit.
Fetch your feathery shirts. Let's start walking. Don't thank me yet. Thank me after we find a way to convince my father. Can we please get moving?
That's going to be very tricky, though.
Tell Disa the tables from me.
Don't push your luck, Elf.
I like their friendship quite a bit. Why is that thing so important? Like, what's inside of it? Ooh! Looking sharp! It's not going according to plan, huh? So 3 ships, that would mean like 300 men then, I'm guessing. That's very low numbers.
Report to the Horsemaster.
Thought I was in cavalry.
You are. Stable sweep.
There you go. Loser. Here she comes. Woman on a mission. I like that armor. Looks good, looks reasonable.
We head north for Middle Earth.
The wide scale armor looks really good. And Galadriel in full plate, because why not? I mean, it's very fancy, but why would you have that for a boat ride? Because if you fall in the water in full plate, then you're boned. It did make for a striking visual though, so I guess it's okay. Because here's the thing, like, yeah, it's just showmanship. Marching on in full in armor and so on, and like looking that way. So you could say that that's just like style over substance, which is something I've been concerned about with this show. But it's also really important for morale, I think, maybe to have some showmanship, to, you know, motivate the troops a bit. So, could be explained that way as well. Anyways, that was episode 5 of season 1 of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. And that was excellent, I thought. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. I'm really enjoying the mystery of the identities of people, you know? I think it's obvious that Halbrand is, like, there's a lot more to him that we don't know. But again, I still don't think that there's anything malicious there. Like, he's done some bad things maybe, but he's a good guy, you know? And the identity of this Adar and the mysterious stranger, that's still very much up for grabs. Like, Sauron seems so obvious. So, I don't... And the other guy, again, it seems so obvious that it's Gandalf. But is it like... I don't know. But I'm so curious about it. I think they're doing it well. It's rare for a change. I don't know. I can't figure it out. And I usually do. Now I gotta wait a friggin' week for the next episode. I don't like that. But at least it's not gonna be as bad as when we have to wait for the next season, however long that's gonna take. It's gonna be way too long for my I don't know what the word is. Too long for me, anyways. What can we talk about? I think I said most of the stuff that I wanted to say either before the episode or during the episode. So I don't know if there's anything more to add, really. Alright, 2 things that we could mention that I could expand on a little bit. Theo, for instance. I think, like, yeah. I changed my mind during the episode. Like I thought that like he's going to be a really important figure in a couple of seasons time, but maybe he won't be because you know that artifact. Like it hangs on if he gets to keep the artifact or not. Maybe it returns to his hands later or something. Maybe I don't know who has it now. Like it seemed like Bronwyn or Arondir had it at this point. Like he gave it up to them, to Arondir first, but it might return to him. He might be the only survivor or something along those lines after the orcs come and fuck shit up. Like it's all a question of timing, for instance. Like with the mysterious stranger, that's the other thing. It would be very cliche, and like I still would like it because I like it. I mean, it's fan service basically. If his identity is a great mystery throughout the season, and then he has to protect the Harfoots from something and make a grand display of power, and in doing so, like he reveals himself who he is, like. Maybe not to the Harfoots, but to us, or like he in using his powers in a grand display, he like accesses his memory or something, like he remembers who he is. But this happened too soon for that to be the case, you know. And something like that, a big fireworks show or whatever, not literally, just figuratively, that would be fan service, and I would be so on board. But at the same time, like, yeah, this was too early and too unimpressive, shall we say. They might still go that route, I guess, with something grander, because I don't think the wolves are done. This seemed like too little of a payoff to be something that they've hinted at several times, like during multiple episodes. Like I think we saw a glimpse of the wolves in like episode 1 was the first time, and then they've been suggested at one more time. I think at least maybe twice, not like in the past, but in the present. Because Sadok talked about like the people they've lost, and like some were lost to wolves. And I don't mean that, but like I mean the wolves that we encountered now. Like this felt like too, yeah. Not be a big enough deal to be done with it, basically. The Harfoots are going to encounter more perils before they're done. And not in like a landslide sort of way, but in a like genuine mortal danger from something with intent before the season's over, I think. And I can't wait to get to it. I'm really enjoying this so far. And I hope you are too. So yeah, that's it for today. I thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, however, do take care of yourselves, and peace out.